Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is episode 186 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeups. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And obviously today I'm using the Lend Bunny All Done Up palette. It's such a lovely palette and it made its way onto my palette. Hold on, hang on, don't panic. Everybody, it's okay. I don't do well with hair in my mouth. Okay. This palette made its way onto my palettes. I'm excited. Wow. Calm down. You can do this. It made its way onto my list of palettes I was excited to play with this fall. And it's still fall, if you can tell my window or not, but it's gray and gloomy and fall. So I'm going to use this today, and I'm going to go palette bingo style because why not? This palette is laid out in 5 lovely looks if you follow each column. But I want to play fast and loose, so let's choose 5 shades randomly with my number picker app thingy. Okay, I have 1 through 20 in my number picker, so let's generate 13, 11, 15, 6, and 9. Whoops, wait, that was too many, right? Let me get these swatched. I'm gonna go across left to right, top to bottom, like I always do with every palette, and not follow the columns. Okay, so this is the color story. The top 3 came from the 3rd row down. I think I should keep the first one, ditch the second 2, and go for shades from the other columns. So what I'm thinking is I will just eliminate that 1 row and go 1 through 15 and just pretend like that row is not there to get 2 other shades. Does that make sense? I think it does. Okay, so we just need 2, 14 and 5. All right, there are the replacement shades. So this was, I can't remember. This is Wink from the shimmer, obviously, and this is Natural from the top row. This one is The Look from the 2nd row. This one is Pouty from the 2nd row. And the first one was, let me check, because this app has the ability to keep the pics. They call it history. So it was number 13. That was Doe-Eyed. So we've got Doe-Eyed, Wink, Natural, The Look, and Pouty. Let me see what I can come up with these. I think I have a plan. I came up with a couple and one I really want to do at some point, or some variation of it, but because I have been messing around all morning, which I'll tell you about in a minute, I'm going to do the first thing I came up with. So, okay. And that is going into the shade Doe-Eyed, which was the first dark shade I picked. And that is gonna go where my dark shades always go. Just, you know, there-ish. So I'm sure you noticed my nails at the beginning when I was showing them off like a maniac. I'm working on a nail video. I promised Shazzy Doo that I would do something with my new nail polishes in a video for her. and, you know, anyone else, but really it's her that enjoys them that I know of. Anyway, was working on that, and then time started getting away from me, and I figured, oh dear, I should probably film this because it has to go up for me tomorrow, because, you know, I just am behind on things. Okay, now we're going into the look on my Shodo 03. This is one of the brushes that I love for getting the slightest bit, like a wash of color. Okay, that looks very harsh and very not good. So now, oops, I'm going to go into the look some more on my gently used Refer 13 and mostly go over the edge of that first shade to get it to blend into the look. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I was hoping it would be okay. I want to use all the shades in a way that you can see that I've used them, but I also want to, you know, create a look that I can wear for the rest of the day. All right, now I have to go into just a bit of doe-eyed for like very softly along the edge in order to get a somewhat smooth blend. I might have taken that up too far. Okay, let me just wipe off a little of that and try again. Okay, I wiped off the top of that with a little, actually these little things, which are great for cleaning up whilst doing an eye look. Anyway, yeah, got that taken care of. So now I'm gonna go back in with my 13 and the shade The Look and see if I can redeem this. I don't know. No. Okay. Change plans. Hold please. Okay. Entirely new plan. And we'll see how this goes. I genuinely did not expect that much of a ruckus. So, new plan. Going in with the shade Pouty through my crease area. I think this is going to be a better maybe, I don't know what's happening. Very strange for, you know, not that it's weird for me to make a mistake, but to not be able to recover is a little bit odd for me. Usually pretty good at making something work out. But not today, I guess. Okay, I'm going to clean off what little bit was on my Shodo brush and go into the shade Natural. I just used Pouty. I told you that, right? So now I'm going to use Natural for the blending out transition, if you will. That looks just like my skin tone. Okie dokie. So then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Pouty on this brush just to gently adjust the shape, which is something I always have to do because I'm real bad at that part straight out the gate. All right, not looking perfect, but I think it's okay enough for now. I'm going back in with the Pouty shade for a bit out here. Yeah, and then I think I can deepen that up with first shade, Doe-Eyed. Yep. I think this will work. And then my plan, if it works out, will be to take Doe-Eyed around the corner, outer edge of my eye, and then blend that with a bit of the look. So like gray on the bottom. We shall see. Back in with Doe-Eyed, keeping it much lower this time. And then, like I said, wrapping it around. Just making sure all the cracks and crevices are completely covered with that shade. Now I'm going to mix a bit of Pouty and Doe-Eyed on my Rephr 13 and just start blending this out. I think that's going to be okay. I'll of course go in with my mirror up close and, you know, fix anything that needs fixing, but I definitely use that natural shade. It's not my fault that it's the same color as my skin, right? Right, okay, let's do the shimmer. I'm taking the shade Wink on Big Fill. Let's just dry right now. That is very reflective and pretty, but let's wet it. Mostly because I don't want to have to clean up a big old mess. Already dejaed that, Vu. All right. Yep. That is so pretty. It's just reflective and a bit pinky. Yeah. A little bit more, pull it this way. And then I'm going to go in with a bit of Pouty and just boop along the edge. I'm going to take my little floofy brush and a bit of Wink and just blend right on the edge there. I don't want it to look like a weird harsh line. It still looks like a weird harsh line. What am I doing wrong today? Beats me. And then I'm going to take the look on my Rephr 03 just along the edge out here. That's the gist. I'm going to go give Cat some treats. He's waiting patiently. And then do the other eye whack on my face. And I'll come back and show you the finished look. And we can decide just how not good this ended up looking. Okay, be right. I'm back and everything is done. Let me scoot you in, forward up close, retinoid at the eyes. While I was off camera, I just went back and forth and blended a fair bit. I used the Doe-Eyed shade as like a lash line liner, and I booped into Wink and Pouty to get the blend on the outer 2/3 of my eye where the mattes meet the shimmers. It still looked kind of harsh and weird, so I just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think it worked. I mean, obviously you can still see that there's a separation there, but it's a dark matte and a light shimmer, so I feel like it's okay. I was definitely riding the struggle bus to get here, but I think with everything on, it looks pretty okay. I like it. I'm happy to wear it for the rest of the day and you know, get my stuff done. I did want to tell you real quick, my highlight, I haven't used this in so long now. It's the Blend Buddy Noctilucent highlight palette, and I went in with the light pink shade that, you know, doesn't look like anything straight on. And my lip is a combination of two lip products I just got from Cosmic Beauty when I got that collection. The majority of my lip is the liquid lipstick. This is a funky shade, but I like it, and it smells amazing. The lip oil that I sniffed in my, I think it was yesterday, in that video, or whenever, time is weird. I didn't love the smell. I couldn't tell if it was fruity or wrong. But this really smells good, like chocolate, but like a good chocolate. And I can't smell it now that it's on my lips. And then the lip oil has kind of a fruity scent to it, which again, I can't really smell it at all now. So yeah. Oh, I did use one of my older NYX brown liners for the majority of my waterline, as well as the new one from Cosmic Beauty. This is the shade Charms? Yes, just on the very inner corner, but it kind of got covered up with eyeshadow when I did my lower lash line, so it's not really there now, but I wanted to mention it because I did technically do it. And that is everything. Yeah, so Throwback Thursday done and dusted. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know the beginning was brutal. I have to go edit that now. Oof. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.